Hello everyone, I'm Lucia. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new ones that are stopping by, checking out what I do, and welcome back to the ones that have been here before. I want to thank you all for watching, and those of you who like my videos, who subscribe and who comment, thank you so much. It supports my small channel, and there's a lot of people that do tarot readings on YouTube, so I really appreciate the ones who come back and watch my videos. The purpose for my channel is for inspiration and for hope, and I hope that somebody gets maybe some healing message that they needed to hear, that day that they were drawn to watching the video. So I really try to do that. I do want to explain the difference between reading for a large audience compared to a personal one-on-one or a small group, because I do reading circles as well. When I do one-on-one reading, I connect with you personally, and we exchange energy, and I start to feel your energy. I start to see what's going on. And if you book a session with me, as I prepare to do a session with you, whether it's reading, healing, mediumship, I start to call in, like I already start pulling in. Sometimes I start to feel you, and I start to see things that have happened, and sometimes I just know something's going on. I'll get a hint of something, and then when I talk to you, I just start to see more. And another thing I want to say is that even with healing, sometimes I'll see, like I make a crystal grid if I do healing work, and I'll be pulled to a specific crystal, but I'm not sure why. And then once I do the healing and I tune in, I do Reiki and other modalities of healing, I will understand why I needed that crystal. And so that's very different than when you're reading for a larger audience, because you're not connecting one-on-one. It's more like I'm setting an intention to be shown a message that most people that will be drawn to the video will find, something that will be inspiring for them, and give them some hope, and maybe can help them in their own personal growth, their own spiritual journey, and things like that. So that's the purpose for my channel. I'm also promoting my services on this channel, and when I started doing my work, I always wanted to have some different types of services, free services, maybe some that were donation, and other paid services. I always want, because not everyone can afford paid services, and I've done a lot of free readings. I've done free mediumship. I've done some free healings as well, and I always want to continue doing that. So I hope that everyone gets something out of this channel. So what I want to share when it comes to what are you taking from the tarot readings or any other readings, a story of when I was diagnosed with cancer 2.5 years ago now, it is, and I went outside. I had some decisions to make, some really important medical decisions, and I'll tell you another story. There is another story with tarot, but this is not a tarot related story, but it's a psychic or mediumship story, because what I did was I would go outside a lot to clear my mind, connect with nature, and ask my spirit guides to show me what helped me with my decision. So what I was doing was I was talking to the trees, and so I was saying, this is what I need to do. This was after my surgery. I had to make a decision on going for a test, and I went outside and I took a walk, and by the way, I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer, for anyone who's wondering. So I took a walk outside, and I was just walking around and talking, connecting, and saying, okay, I need to know what I need to do. So I was really, really meditating, like walking meditation, and I got my answer. And I called and made an appointment, because I didn't know if I should wait, if I should do the test right now or not. So it felt like a yes, like I got a yes, and I felt it in my body that was the right answer. And I made an appointment for the test, and I think it was like I don't know, a couple of weeks, a few weeks before the appointment, 3 days before the appointment, I woke up with an uneasy feeling about keeping that appointment. I kept thinking to myself, I want to cancel this appointment, and I didn't know why. I didn't ask, it just woke up and I had this feeling, this like a bad feeling inside, and I ignored that feeling, I was like, no, I went outside, I talked to the universe, I asked, I asked my spirit guides, and I have to go to this appointment, I thought it was just like fear or whatever. I went to the appointment, and I regretted it because I got really hurt. They hurt me during the test, and I was so angry at myself, but it was a lesson, and I'm grateful for the lesson because maybe that will help me when I make another decision in the future. So I should have taken the time and paid attention to what I was feeling. I could have rescheduled that appointment. Something could have changed. Maybe the person that was supposed to do the test was not there, or maybe the person who did the test was the person who was the original person to do my test, but maybe she didn't feel good that day. Like, who knows what the reason is, because everybody makes decisions. We all change our minds. Things happen, and our energies affect other energies. We affect each other all around, all around us. So I just want to share that story with you. So when it comes to readings, you take what resonates. And if you wake up the next day, so let's say you get a reading and you want to know about a job opportunity, and everything feels good about that job and opportunity. Maybe I see a date that you're going to get this offer, and you go a week later and you get a job opportunity and something doesn't feel right about it, or you change your mind about it. You don't say, well, the universe said this, or spirit said that, or the tarot reader said this, or or the cards showed that. It's like you have to go within and trust what is going on inside of you, because we all have our intuition. We're all psychic, we're all mediums, we all just have different strengths and different abilities or different modalities of this type of work. So some of us are more open than others, and we can open that up, and we can make certain things stronger than other psychic abilities and things like that. So I just want to share that story with you, just to be careful with readings. Another thing I want to say is if anyone is feeling anxious about knowing something, very anxious about knowing something, and where you're starting to look at readings like one day after another, like you just want an answer and you pull the tarot, and we'll share with you, I have done this myself, but the tarot, I need to know this answer, I need to know this answer. That's probably not the best time to get your answer. It's like, give yourself like a little break, and then come back with a clear mind, fresh, mind, fresh energy. Maybe do some, go outside, clear your energy, give yourself a little break, and then come back to it. Maybe do some meditation to calm down a little bit. I have had people come a little nervous to my reading, personal readings, and I will walk you down through that. Like, I do walk you down through that. There's nothing to be nervous about. So when I read, it's for personal growth. Sometimes I do see the future. I never want to say I can predict the future, but I have seen things in the recent future for some people, and that's another thing. So if you have a reader that sees things, and a lot of the things that that person says comes true, is that if you get that one thing and you're not feeling it, don't take it. Because sometimes if you go to someone and they are very accurate, a lot of the times you might feel that something is not accurate, or you're not feeling it at the moment, and then you might say, well, she was right or he was right about this, so this has to be right. That is a big mistake also. Always go within. So that is, if I told you anything else, I would be doing wrong by you. So always go within and trust your gut, because we all have this. So thank you if you've stayed with me this long. I'm going to pull some cards for us for the collective. If you're still here, just a little message for all of us, what do we need to know right now? What do we need to know? There's some cards that flipped over. So let's see what these cards are about. The Seven of Pentacles. This is about if we are putting energy into anything that's not working out for us, to take that energy and put it towards the right things for us. And we can all use that, right? So anything that we're putting, what are we putting our energy towards that could be like a waste of time? What are we wasting our time? What's not productive that we're doing, right? And here's the Fool. And here's the Two of Wands. So anything that you want to start doing, there's no better time than now. So it's not about holding and waiting for, you know, when this day comes, I'm going to do that. So when this day comes, I'm going to do it now. Because sometimes we wait and one day turns to a month and 1 month turns to 6 months. And then before you know it, it's a year. Two of Wands. Seeing a vision and making it happen. Visualize where you want to be 3 months from now. Visualize that. And then take the action, the next thing. And then we have the Princess of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Princess of Pentacles. Whatever our goals are, it's to find a balance between overdoing. What's stressing us out? I feel like what do we need to do to make things easier for us? Be productive, but at the same time not overdo it. And also, because it's the Pentacles, I feel like this also has to do with our wellness as well. What are we wasting time on, and what do we need to do to get going with that? Where do you want to see yourself 3 months from now? Visualize that and put yourself there and start acting it, start being it, start becoming it. But also make sure you're not overwhelming yourself. And I feel like if we are putting energy in the wrong place, we do wind up overwhelming ourselves with things that we shouldn't be overwhelmed with. So with that, I leave you with love. Thank you. Be well.